Callie is a high maintenance breed dog, so I have to groom her with a ton of different products, so I wanted to come up with a way to organize them and also make them look aesthetically pleasing because they're a hot mess right now. There are some things that I use twice a day on her, and there are other things that I can store away, and I really was going into this DIY blind because I had no idea how to organize it. But then when I went to my local Goodwill to just thrift for items, I came across this guy and it sparked something in me. The first thing that I thought of was just adding some wood shelves, and before I get into this, the thickness of wood that I used, I would definitely go more so on the thin side next time. I actually might redo these shelves, but I'm just going to add 2 pieces of wood to make bottoms of the shelves so I can stack some items on top of it, and I also scored this guy for $6. I measured the length and the width of the shelves, and then I went over to my scrap wood ladder and I just kind of pulled from what I had. Like I said, I would definitely go even thinner than this. This was way too chunky in my opinion, you'll see in the end. And then I just needed to measure out 13 inches by 6 inches and then cut that down. After cutting them down to size, I went ahead and sanded those down with an 80 grit sandpaper, then a 120, and then just added my favorite stain, but you can do whatever color you'd like. Now, you can definitely paint the metal if you want to, but I was pleasantly surprised with how I actually liked the vibe of it, so I just went ahead and disinfected the entire thing before trying to slide my wood pieces in, but I measured incorrectly, so I trimmed it down once more and then slid the shelving in and stepped back and actually really liked how it looked. Again, I would definitely choose a thinner wood for sure. Now that the shelving is complete, we're moving on to updating the grooming supplies storage situation. I had this bottle on hand from a previous body oil, so I washed it and then decided to put her dog shampoo in it because having it in like a pump form versus a squeeze bottle is so much easier when bathing this dog. What can I say? She responds well to treats, as I'm sure most animals do, so I kept some in a glass jar so it was aesthetically pleasing. I have so many wipe containers on hand, it's a little bit crazy, so I decided to condense them down because I actually don't even use a full wipe when wiping her down sometimes. I decided to cut them in half and place them in these candle jars that I never got around to using, but again, aesthetically pleasing storage and functional. As far as the items that I don't use every day but I need to have on hand, I decided to grab one of my dollar store bins that I had for my pantry makeover, shove them all in there, and then put them underneath the cabinet versus like throwing them all underneath without a home. Once I added this little shelving unit situation, I really didn't like how cluttered my bathtub area is, and if you saw my bathtub makeover, it's just a little bit much. So this inspired me to really clean out what I don't need as far as around the tub, and I think it looks way better. Clearly, this doesn't just have to be designated to your pet. You can use this for any type of room decor or any kind of organization that you want and that fits your lifestyle. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's laid back tutorial. I will catch you Sunday with another DIY.